a check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when a check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, yard, dash, honey, yard, dash, honey, yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This fielded at the 2. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 78 yards, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Nothing Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans nothing. Adam Vinatieri.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 26-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Come on. Come on. You better.
On third down, it's Grant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here we go, here we go.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
He's 12, fellas. Here we go. I got you, I got you.
On first down, here's Love. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go,
here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Dick! 58, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Charlie. 58,
This is Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So don't say nothing.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now
Here we go.
I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Let go.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts 29-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. We got this.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he'll find QT on the right side, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Mike, stay with your man. Black. Hey, gun.
On first down, Grant. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, Hines, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
2nd and 9 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll try the air now with Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, Hines. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Love. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
65. I got this.
I'm here all day. 58, boy, 58. Smooth. Too low, cut.
2.
58.
2.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down. It's Hines, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Luck's pass caught by Funchess. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
the Colts, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Qual. Mike 20. Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 9. Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now it's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there.
21. Hey, exit. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 39, Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. Like 80!
On first down, Grant. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Grant. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
I got you.
Mike, 53.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Dunn busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is third and long. Play action. It's Luck. Looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On first down, it's Hines. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Mike, 55.
Here's Luck. Punches with a catch over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Luck. Caught left side by Funchess. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
First down, Colts.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Check out. 5, 6, 6.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They run again with Hines. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Lott. He's got it to Hilton. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Lott to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Hines, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and he's taken down, but not before.